now let us discuss about different types of seasons in India. As you all are aware that India is having basically three seasons, that is summer, monsoon and winter. Rest of world where monsoon climate is not there, they have two seasons, summer and winter. Now in case of India, particularly the situation of India you have to observe, geographical position. If you observe here that India is having Himalaya mountain range towards north, and we have knowledge now that average height of this mountain range is something 6,000 meter, that means 6 kilometers. You are aware that at sea level, we are considering as standard, at sea level atmospheric pressure is very high, that is 760 millimeters of mercury. As one moves up approximately 160 meter altitude, pressure falls by 1 millimeter. In barometer, we are saying at sea level pressure is 760 mm of mercury, that is called as 1 atmospheric pressure, or 101.325 kilonewtons per meter square, or simply we can say 1 atmospheric pressure or 760 mm of mercury. For this all we have to refer our earlier lecture of pressure. In case of here, as we are moving 160 meter altitude, pressure falls by 1 mm of mercury. So for 1600 meter height, pressure will fall by 1 centimeter, that is 10 mm of mercury. Like that, if you travel higher altitude, pressure will fall tremendous. That's why we discussed that in case of Himalaya, above 5000 meter height or above 5000 meter altitude, very rare vegetation is found. Only sort of grass is observed. No forest, no jungle, nothing. The 5000 meter is important line because below 5000 meter oxygen level is good. Above 5000 meter oxygen level decreases. And that's why various problems may occur. Anyway, forget of that. But this Himalaya is preventing out cold winds from northern parts of world to enter in India. Whereas if you observe south side, we have ocean, that is called as Indian Ocean. Again, observe Google Earth. Move Earth in that Google Earth towards this way. That means try to observe Antarctica continent. From India to Antarctica, try to travel. You will get that here, somewhere from this line, this is the equatorial line. So here already Bay of Bengal is there, Arabian Sea is there. Below that Indian Ocean, then equator, and then till almost 66.5 south, no land is observed. Only water body, only water mass is there. That is the peculiarity about Indian continent, subcontinent, that towards south of this, no landmass is there. So first part that we have, this is something like God-given gift position, because if you observe here, just check out, if you observe this part, this is Persia or Iran. South of that sea is there, but again the sea is short. This is actually not sea, this is Gulf. And then to south of Gulf there is Arabian Peninsula. Again, if you observe Arabian Peninsula, then this is Red Sea, and then there is Africa. So this land is not also getting complete sea over here. This is only small part, we are calling this as Red Sea. If you observe Europe, then to south of Europe there is Mediterranean Sea, but again there is Africa continent. But for India we have tremendous water body. That is the first thing, and because of that we are not facing summer to that extent as other parts of world might face. For example, in case of India, when we are saying very hot situation, that is usually in month of May and not June. Supposed to be from our previous data, you must have clear that this is Tropic of Cancer passing out, and sun is there on Tropic of Cancer on 21st of June. Supposed to be hottest day in India should be 21st of June, but around 1st June from Kerala to north of that till 20th June, there is spread of monsoon climate, monsoon cloud, and we are protected from strong summer. The world is facing tremendous summer during June, particularly northern hemisphere, July, August, but we are not facing that. Instead of that, we have considerable good climate, that is, we are getting continuous rainfall. What is the mechanism of rainfall? We are now focusing on that. So here we are observing various seasons in India, that is summer, monsoon and winter. For that purpose, we are starting out our discussion from winter season. I hope I want to just remove here because I want some space, and so I am eliminating out Myanmar or Brahmadesh. Like Britishers have eliminated this in early, that in 1935 they eliminated out from India. Till 1935, Brahmadesh, Burma or Myanmar, that was part of India only. Now I have eliminated here because I want to show here some diagram. So try to consider this. Are you able to observe this entire? Consider whatever diagram is there as sphere. This is Earth. Now I am making it horizontal. So you are aware 0, that stands for equator. 23.5 north, that stands for Tropic of Cancer. You may say, why you are again and again revising? Say, while hearing this lecture, you may get many times some words are repeatedly used. That is to make concept clear and perfect in mind. So 23.5 north, that is Tropic of Cancer. Then 23.5 south, that is Tropic of Capricorn. Then 66.5 north, that is Arctic Circle. 66.5 south, that is Antarctic Circle. This is 90 degree or North Pole. This is South Pole or 90 degree south. This is 90 degree north. You are aware 5 degree north and 5 degrees south. This region we are calling as Equatorial Region. Now 5 degree north and 5 degrees south, we are calling this as Equatorial Region, where sun rays are always perpendicular. That means in a day. Now this 23.5 north to south, we are calling Tropical Region, where at least once or twice in year, when once on Tropic of Cancer and Tropic of Capricorn once, and in between that twice a day sun rays are perpendicular in year. Here never sun rays are perpendicular, we are calling this as temperate zone, and then it is frigid zone where maximum temperature is around 10 degrees Celsius. Not that. For example, Antarctica, the South Pole will never get temperature as 10 degrees Celsius, but in the vicinity, suppose. Let us check out now. In case of India, our situation is towards north. So suppose I had to draw here India, I should draw something like that. You are getting this water in red color, that is India. Now this is Pakistan, this is Afghanistan, Arabian Peninsula, Africa, Madagascar, then these islands. So we are now interested in this part. I am making dark. So you must have observed this is very small portion as compared here, because it is just covering 2.4% land of the world. So you are able to observe here, this is India. If you observe towards south, then at south Antarctica continent. But here nothing means no land, only water mass. Now look at this particular situation here. When winter season is there, sun is on Tropic of Capricorn. So days are prolonged in south hemisphere, but in north hemisphere days are shorter. Sun rays are also not perpendicular over here, and as a result we are getting less heat in air. We are calling this as winter season. In India, particularly around December, there is winter. From November onwards winter season is there. So November, December, then January, now sun will start move from after 22nd December, sun will start move towards north side slowly, not immediately, but the effect will be prolonged. And particularly after December, particularly in January, we feel a nice cold nature. Then onwards February, slowly temperatures start rising, and obviously you are aware that spring solstice, spring equinoxes, that in case of spring equinoxes or vernal equinoxes, that is on 21st of March, sun is there on equator now. Then onwards sun will start move towards north side. Now in this particular section, that means sun is traveling from equator to Tropic of Capricorn and Tropic of Capricorn to equator. In this particular period, the temperature will be more here and less over here. So in southern hemisphere, because of high temperature, the wind start moving towards higher altitude, whereas there is decrease in atmospheric pressure. Whereas in northern hemisphere there is landmass, particularly towards north of India. Here you can observe towards north of India there is landmass, whereas temperature decreases, and as we are away from equator, temperature decrease is tremendous. As a result, here there is presence of high pressure belt, whereas here there is presence of low pressure belt. As a result, air from north portion, that northern hemisphere, will move towards southern hemisphere. So this is the clear cut movement. But for India, as there is Himalaya, the wall, because of that these cold winds are not immediately having impact on this portion, but cold winds from Himalaya, they are having impact over here. As a result, there is decrease in temperature. Now these winds are coming from land. Just look out, this is land mass, and from land mass these winds are coming out. Again, when temperature is there below dew point means whatever the atmospheric vapors are there, they get condensed out in form of dew. It is saturated. Okay, we'll discuss this part in later phase. So here you can just keep in mind, temperature is below dew point. That means whatever the atmospheric moisture is there, that is converted into water. The winds, they are flowing here, they are dry, and that's why in India in winter season we are having the problem that weather is dry.